And hello again, future tubers. Welcome back to Let's Play Lobotomy Corporation with Blue and Chat. In between episodes, I spent my points upgrading some justice stats, which might have been a waste, but, you know, we did a little bit of science in trying to figure out how the stats worked, and in the end I decided I didn't know anything, so not so successful. Today's quest is A, don't let anyone die, and I think that doesn't count janitors, although, I mean, I'm sure some janitors will die. Finishing a day with no janitor death would be very difficult. But we're going to try to do that. Hopefully we don't let anyone die. And then secondly, suppressing 4 abnormalities. I think what we'll have to try... Well, we should find out what this thing does. If it breaks free and we can suppress it, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. If it doesn't, or it's too dangerous, I think we should try the dog, who has traditionally destroyed us, but we are stronger now, so maybe we'll be okay. Either way, I want to get both of those quests done if I can, and, you know, then we'll see what happens. Then we'll pick a third abnormality. Alright, so what do we get in here? It's, that's a robot, I guess? Isn't that like the Reddit symbol? So it is hair, so we don't want to send in a noob to train. Not a noob to learn. I'm pretty professional, obviously. I think Grotham has hair armor, though. He's probably fine. Unless it deals red damage. Got red eyes. It's also mostly white. I guess if you go by color, you'd expect it to do sanity damage. In which case... we're about even on it. I think it's 0.8 from either one. You know what, Grotham, you'll be fine, probably. So if it's a robot, I'm going to say not instinct. Repression has just always failed me when I open with repression, so it's down to these two. I also generally feel like robots are not very good for attachment, so thinking, brain, insight work seems like a good place to start. It's often my go-to for most things, so let's just see what happens. It's well-versed in cleaning. This robot has been designed to take care of the household on its own. I should just go normal speed here. It's doing red damage. That's not great for Grotham. And he's not doing well. XX Inc., the manufacturer of it, is famous for its robotics products. Well... You may be surprised to find out all the functions that are in the compact body. When you disassemble it, you'll be even more impressed by how they packed all the necessary equipment in. It is pretty small, but I mean, Grotham has not succeeded once. If it were to have the capacity for emotion, it may feel very proud of itself for helping people. That's great. Are we even going to survive the work? Grotham decided not to buy a robot vacuum cleaner after being murdered by it. He needs to succeed at least once here, or he's dead. He failed every single time, and it took the very last hit to kill him. Wow, I totally failed on the insight check. Wow. Didn't break free, but that's pretty brutal. I guess maybe we repress it. I think he should just figure out what stat to work on at least. If it's gonna just kill people straight up like that. I'll try repression. I'll probably just end up restarting the day, because that's ridiculous. I mean, we're using the right tier of armor, so it's not like we're... I mean, it turns out he did red damage, but, like... I don't know how you'd be able to predict that one. Looks like repression is a bit more successful, or at least my stats are helping me. I just hope its cleaning mode is never activated. That was still really bad, I gotta say. So insight was a fail, repression was pretty bad, attachment... Oh, it's just at a specific... That's weird. So 2, 3 only. Oh, wait. Well, it's out. That's great. That's a friendly critter. Well, let's find out. Today's probably a reset one way or the other. Let's let's try to get everyone together and see if we actually can suppress it or not. It's just a whirling death machine. That's great. It's knives everywhere, doing cartwheels. So I think it does cartwheels and then it shuts down for a while. So there might be a way to micro to dodge the spin attack, assuming that just kills you instantly or something, and then attack it. So, like, if I wait here and I don't know if it's, yeah, it's shutting down. Now we attack it. Okay, suppression was successful at least. I mean, rip Grotham, but that part wasn't bad. So, you know what? We can suppress 4 different abnormalities. 1, 2, 3, 4. They should all be pretty easy. I mean, that guy didn't... I mean, I don't know how much damage he does, but we seem to have a pretty easy way of killing him. I could probably just have one employee lure him over and then just dodge out and then just murder it. The bird... See, the problem is letting it peck you and returning, I don't think counts as a suppression. You have to damage it. And if you damage the bird, you dead. At least for now. We could try again at some point with better armor, but it seemed to do a ridiculous amount of damage, like over 100 damage. So for now, I'm not willing to risk that. I'm not even sure if we can kill the puppy if it escapes. But I know we can fight off the murderer. We just fought off the robot. We've definitely fought off this thing because it's actually really easy if you just don't look at it. And we've easily suppressed this thing because it's no big deal. Okay, so... my temperance is too high. I guess I'll try instinct here, but... I just want to figure out, like, we're probably just going to reset the day just because I feel like we've had a cheap death already. I would like to just learn at least what work option is the most likely to work here, and it looks like instinct, oddly enough, might be the way to do it, which is not what I would have expected. Looks a bit safer, right? Repression was the same, though. That's interesting. Well, let's just do one more. I'll unlock the full set, and then we'll just reset the day, because... Poor Grotham, he never had a chance. 0. But didn't he pick Repression? He picked Repression, and he got 0. So I don't understand. Maybe his Repression stat just... Maybe his stats are just not good enough. Or just bad luck, I guess. And here we are getting goods on a 10. Yeah, okay. Insight. Maybe I picked Insight for. Oh, that's what happened. I picked Insight because I thought that would work on a robot. That's why we failed. Okay. Repression was the second one I did, I think. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, just skip Insight. Grotham won't die unless he... Like, he failed on the very last time. He didn't die until he lost the whole bar. So even if he gets 50-50 like that on, like, Instinct, he'll be totally fine. Alright, let's just accept that that's enough information for now. We got mulched. But we did learn something, and that's what counts. And I feel like it's a good lesson to learn at the beginning of the day, because it doesn't really cost us that much time, rather than the employee, you know. And I mean, like, at some point, people will die and I won't restart. But, like, remember... Frisk did get eaten by the tree at the end of the day, and I just was like, oh well, too much time has gone by. Beginning of the day kind of gives you a bit of plot armor. Okay. You did miss the great red Ankylo, blue Ankylo war. Come on, Grotham, seriously? You've got a level 4 in Fortitude. You're supposed to... Yeah, there we go. He should survive now, as long as he gets, you know, a couple ticks, I think. But the thing is going to escape. Well, I mean, I don't know what it takes for it to escape. Suddenly he's doing quite good, but... Let's at least prep so that if it does escape, we're ready for it. Not yet. What is the bonus from this area? Oh, that's nice! So if you keep some janitors alive in the security section, everyone gets healed 10% more per tick, I think. That's kind of a nice little bonus. Alright, and I am specifically sending Grotham rather than myself. You know what? I keep saying I'm so lazy. Whenever you're dealing with a new abnormality, something that is dangerous, that's a higher level than you are, there's a very simple solution to making this less scary. But I'm just so lazy. Sorry, Grotham, this is all my fault. There we go. And, seeing as I'm fairly familiar with this tool by now, I don't... Well, hold on. No, we're not going to do that one. That's a nice idea, but we're not going to do that. The problem with this one is if you've got the notes and you take a certain amount of damage, you explode. I don't know how much damage that is, and this thing does deal a fair amount of damage during the work, so let's not risk that. That's maybe not a good idea. Hey, Pug. Alright, anyway, Grotham's got... What kind of stats has he got there? A pretty sizable buff, thanks to our happy machine. How many parts in this stream? We are on stream number 3. And we're on day number... I don't even know anymore, but... Somewhere out there, there's the day number. 13, 14, maybe? It'll be 1 episode per day, I believe. Except for sometimes when I do 2 in 1 day. 2 days in 1 episode. Day 16, that sounds more likely. Trust chat, they pay more attention than I do. Alright, so we're learning about the robot. And now that he's got even better stats, this should be much more successful. Yeah, I definitely should remember to do the happy machine whenever we're doing a new dangerous monster. Like, that's... It's so obvious, and I'm just so lazy. Like... So now he's in here, he heals up a little bit. We learn a little bit more about the thing. 18 points is exactly enough to get the 2 tips. That's convenient. So if we get a normal, there's a chance that his clip-off will reduce. If we get a bad, it probably reduces. There's a difference between normal, high, and guaranteed. Guaranteed's 100%. I'm guessing high is like 75%, and normal is about 50%. So that's my reaction. But by completing that section, now we work a little quicker. I think working quicker makes these boxes appear more often. I'm not sure the exact mechanics, but I think both your success rate and your speed affect how quickly these show up and how slowly those show up, kind of thing. Do you want to wait for all the videos to upload it? Well, we're already at like episode 17, so it will take at least a couple weeks. So if you want to participate in the stream, you'll have to accept that you're not caught up on the videos. There's just no way I can upload the videos as quick as we record during a stream. Unfortunately, that's just the way it's got to be. Oh, his name is Little Helper. He helps us with his knives, clearly. So on the plus side, this will get Grotham quite a lot more fortitude. It'll raise his base rather than his boosted. Is it going to escape this time? Alright, it's out. Did I group everybody up? I sure did. Okay. So everybody stay in the elevator. Let's let Grotham heal a bit and see where this thing goes. I think the Eternal Sleep was a different monster. This guy's, I forget. Was this like one of the blood ones? Okay, he's going this way. So we're going to want everybody up here ready to smack him when he gets to the wall. He seems like he's got a really easy attack to predict. I mean, it's not good for this guy. Oh, well, yeah, keep going. No, you went the wrong way, you jerk. Okay, chase after him. I don't know how long we've got, but he died pretty quick last time. Quick! Smack him! Poke him with your sticks! He's already awake! Hurry! He's gonna spin! Okay, that's fine. We got lots of time. Ah, it's nothing to worry about. He actually doesn't seem too hard to suppress. I'm assuming if you stand in the way of his little cartwheel attack, you get killed. But as long as you dodge the cartwheel attack, no problem. Alright, 15 points. Let's go through the rest of these so we can see our odds a little better. I should have just skipped insight, but... so Grotham is healing up. So because I've sent Grotham in for Instinct a couple times, he should be gaining a decent amount of Fortitude already. I kind of want to work on Repression if it's the same odds, because at least Repression is a more valuable stat. Yeah, the Janitors, they do not have a lot of HP. There's a training upgrade that we could have picked that would make them stronger. I of course didn't pick it, so they are still at minimum stats or something like that. Actually, we boosted their sanity so they don't run away, which is probably not helping them. Hey, look at this. Repression's actually working. It's cute little bunny ears will protect them, or not bunny, dog ears, you know. No, wait, what are you talking about, Rides? I have a quest today to complete it with 0 proper employee deaths. I care about everybody today except for the janitors. Yeah, I don't like attachment. That's not going to be easy. Alright. Let's just keep working it. To be honest, if we can do Repression on him, that's nice. This would be Instinct and Repression at level 3. Insight and Attachment at level 3. And another one with Repression at level 3. So that gives us all the stats that we can train at a relatively high level with the Hez. So long as you can survive, you know, the work. Isn't the easiest thing. We should probably just speed this up while we're doing this. While we're doing for science. Yeah, I mean, as soon as the day with no deaths is over, I mean, then I don't care again. That's obvious. Alright, Grotham. He's got over 100 HP. How did that happen? I wonder if, like, this machine only boosts you up to 100, but if you've got an accessory that makes it go over 100, that's okay. It must be something like that. We're not getting amazing success from the work, but as long as we're not dying in the room, it seems okay. It only escapes sometimes. So we're gonna do another work to see well, we know its name is Little Helper, but I'm just gonna do one while Grotham's healing up to save some time. Blood covered the floors. People were running away, and Little Helper was learning the concept of cleaning. I mean, we only had a little bit of blood, but I guess this was Blood Floor guy, right? Also, clip off next turn. So, if he escapes, kill him. If he doesn't escape, back to your rooms. A paycheck? We can pay you with, you know what, just for that, sending you to the spider room. Start talking about paydays. There he is. There you go, have fun with the spiders. Worried about getting paid. Psh, get paid in spiders. Alright, so gotta deal with punishing birds. We'll talk if you get out. We'll talk terms if you survive. Gently pats himself down before he leaves to ensure there's no spiders on him. Of course, it's still alarming, so someone else has to go in there. Pixel can have a turn. Because I'm fair, someone else can play with the spiders during the meltdown. I'm a generous manager. Alright. I'm sure he'll be fine. Let's see. We're working on repression up here for Grotham. Once that's done, we're going to want everyone to prepare for robot murder again. The spider room could be our timeout room. You misbehave, you get sent to the spider room. Oh, look at this! Grotham figured it out! That was way better. Much better. Alright, we have maximized our research. Oh look, it gives you a little buzzsaw extender as well. It's probably a lot similar to the cool little buzzsaw thing that you get from Schadenfreude. They're like a team. That's great. I mean, it's more armor, pretty weak to white. It also has nerd glasses. We'll see who gets those. Let's read the story before we go any further. It's not too long. A white cleaning robot with distinctive red eyes that looks like a pair of switches. It's always keeping everything neat and tidy. Manufactured by X-Inc. is written on its back. It was originally a mass-produced helper robot, an innovative invention that can clean, cook, and even service light security. This robot is all you need to keep your home safe and in tip-top condition. Is so written. It recognizes bad moods as dirty environment and will commence cleaning mode. When it goes into cleaning mode, it will alert its status by saying, "Contamination detected, commencing cleaning." It's kind of like extermination. Exterminate. It's probably very similar, to be fair. However, instead of cleaning supplies, it brings out sharp instruments such as knives and saws that are installed in its body to carry out the cleaning. It brings out the knives and saws for cleaning? That's perfect. It's my robot. Rumor has it that these tools are supposed to be used for cutting and preparing meat and fish, but the commands to call it the tools for cooking and cleaning have been accidentally switched off. No official comment has been made. Of course not. This is a great machine. I love it. Due to the faulty pattern recognition and analysis feature, it is determined that the screaming that humans make after it cleans is a sign of a job well done, and it's prompt to continue its cleaning. Audio recording. Oh, it's the new helper robot. Let me see. Sweetheart, you want to try it? Here, go and play with it. Ring, ring. Hun, I'll be right back after I get the phone, okay? Oh, that's the mom. Saying the girl's name, I guess. Beep, boop, beep. Hello, I am your friendly helper robot. How may I serve you? Cleaning! I want help, mommy, cleaning! Environment contamination, 70% filth level. Mild. Commencing cleaning mode. Beep, boop. Wow, it's really cleaning! And then it engages spin cycle. And that's the end. That's terrible. Oh, whoever built a... Ah, geez. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, we definitely want to keep working it so we can get the armor and stuff, so we can upgrade more people to level 3 armor. So that's obvious. While we're doing that, let's just watch it one more time. I want to know for sure if we can not get too many neutrals. We only need a 10 or higher. And I think we can trust Grotham with that now. He seems to be able to get higher than 10s every time. So it shouldn't be breaking out anymore. So we're going to send everyone back and start working some other people so it's sharing the fun. So meanwhile, in Repression Zone, look at that. Oh, right, you had your... Did I boost your stats? No. Brides, you have 89 base attack speed and movement speed. You are our speedster. You are the new Sonic of the team. So fast. But Jelka needs some repression work. And this thing... It's actually pretty easy to work. If you're at level 5, it's fine. Attachment's not bad. And I would like something to do attachment at the hair level. So we'll send you in for some attachment. Hopefully I have to keep an eye on you to make sure you don't get kissed. So we've got 3 het here. We should try to keep working those ones consistently. And then the backups are doing the lower level stuff. Has anyone in here died so far? The only permadeath so far has been Frisk to the tree, which is why we don't deal with the tree very often. Typically, when we're just experimenting, I will reset the day just to prevent loss of stats and stuff, just because it's... again, I'm not trying to play Iron Man. I'm not trying to show off how amazing I am. You can certainly play through with a few deaths and it's no big deal, but the game is meant to be reset as you learn how to play. That's kind of my logic. Alright, I wasn't paying attention. We got a neutral, which is not correct. Not amazing. Let's do a Schadenfreude. Remember, don't look at it. This is the problem. I think if chat wanted to kill me, all you'd have to do is start asking me questions. And while I was talking to you, I just zoomed the camera around and we'd all die because I'd look at the wrong thing. That's almost exactly what will happen, I can guess. I should probably try to get all the suppressions done early. So after we finish Green Dawn, I'll try to get the quest out of the way. Because it'll get a little bit harder to handle as the level gets higher. And remember, we're trying to finish the day with no deaths. Easy. Alright, let's send Turkey over to the bird. Maybe Turkey can be the new bird handler. We'll let the fella have a day off. Oh no, I don't mind answering questions. It's all good. I'm mostly just joking. I should just pause the game to read chat. It's not like there's a pause button there for no reason. So we've got the death robots. Well, I say death robots. They're not that bad. The Dawn level ordeals aren't the deadliest of things. The janitors will still die easily enough, but you can see us tearing it to pieces. That's not bad. Ones are dead. The janitors are trying to clean up the robot, but it's a terrible idea. Alright. And then this one should be down in seconds. Even the low-level guys, no big deal. I suppose I'll have to show off a noon ordeal fairly soon. I've only shown off, I think the only noon ordeal I've done so far is the Violet one, because it's kind of easy, if you know what to do. I should probably show off some of the other ones. Gonna be interesting. Ella has stuff to do to earn a day off. I mean, he may have rescued me from the Snow Queen once. It's true. Okay, new day. Right, I said I want to handle the abnormality breakout. So let's do some easy one first. Down here. We just got to make this thing a little cranky. It does black damage. So we'll send in someone who's resistant to black, which is Jelka. And it should be easy enough to make it mad and kill it. Also, we'll just speed this all up. And that'll be number 2. And then we'll do, what else was there on my list? Oh yeah, we'll do this guy's up here. We'll get that guy next. Ryan's just talking about payment again. Look, we've got enough terrible things in this facility. I mean, Spider Bud will resolve all employee disputes. I'm gonna stay out of it. We'll send both of you into Spider Bud, and she can resolve it. That's the way to handle it. Oh, I sent the wrong person. 1.5 damage, but I think it's okay. Don't worry, Thorinum, you'll probably live. We're not dropping the clip-off counter. Now that I want to drop it, it won't go down. Classic. I wonder if we should just hope for a meltdown that lets it escape. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be easier to just hope that it gets one of the high-level meltdowns. It'll be easier to set off something like this guy. Because this guy sets off almost for sure with a repression. And he does red damage. And I'm resistant to red, so that's fine. So this should, like, guaranteed get him out. He seems really easy to kill, so that'll be number 2 on our list. There we go, perfect. Alright, Forsaken Murderer puts on his cool helmet, which is actually his head transforming into metal. And then we kill him. He really doesn't like the janitors. Did you see that? He ignored the employees and went straight for the janitor. Not very nice. Alright, so that one's done. The next one that's easy is Schadenfreude. Although this has killed us quite a few times before, aka last night. But it should be fairly easy to release and kill if you know the trick. Aka, don't look at it. And I sent everyone back here just to make sure we're all healed up. That's right. Sensible. Not that we need the health, honestly. Are there any downsized NPCs dying? Yes. So you see the little number here beside each division? This is related to the number of living janitor, clerk, whatever you want to call them, NPCs in their area. As they die, the number will decrease. 3 is like a fully upgraded area. 1 or 2 is a smaller unit. Once it gets to 0, you get no effect. So this is like facility-wide bonuses. We all heal quicker. We all get success rate up. We all get movement speed up. We all get stat growths plus 3%. So those are pretty nice buffs to have across the facility. And if you let your janitors die, then you lose them. It's not the end of the world, but, you know, it certainly gives you some reason to keep them alive. Alright, Schadenfreude is going to be easy. We just need to send in someone. We can even pick something high. And just want to send someone who's resistant to red damage. Because they're going to take a few hits. It's going to be rides. It's going to be rides. And in case you haven't seen this before, this is what happens when you look at it. I've been trying to not look at it. So it gets angry very quickly. There you go. Clip off counter goes down. And it's now not a sitting down robot. And all I'm doing is trying to get rides out of the room. Everyone else is going to stay there. When it comes out, as soon as it gets out, I'm just going to... Because I actually want to fight it out here, not in its own little room. So I want to watch it until now. Everyone will engage, and we can force the issue to make sure they engage. But as soon as we move the camera and unpause, like, actually, we can sort of keep an eye on it by clicking on it and then moving away. So, as soon as we're not watching it, it stops moving, it stops attacking the employees, and they smack it. And we should get suppression 3 here in a second. Theoretically. I mean, if everyone dies, they all die, but I think this will work. See, no one's taking any damage. Other than sanity damage. But, you know, you get sanity damage every day. Like, this is just a tough life. The world is pretty harsh, so a little bit of sanity just day to day. That's why you take your aspirins. Enkephalins, or whatever they call them. Nope, we're done. We got it. No problem. Alright, so that's 3 suppressions. I'm gonna sort of leave the fragment alone, because hopefully it just gets hit by the meltdown. That'll be the easiest way for it to break free, rather than wasting a ton of time not getting a low enough score to actually get the clip off down, because it's still it's a gentle abnormality. A normal only gives us a chance of dropping the counter, and a bad is still only a probability. It's not guaranteed, so it could take a while if we're unlucky. Okay, with that said, 2 more works and then a meltdown. So then we'll do a normal work here. Jelka and... trying to decide who I want to train up. We'll ignore the Ice Queen for the moment because sometimes she's mean. Little Helper up here actually seems fairly straightforward to work. So we'll just do those two. Schadenfreude and Little Helper for now. The two robots, kind of mirrored opposite sides of the facility. Kind of fun. Also, I do need more points to buy armor and stuff. So this is probably a good one to grind. It's conveniently called the Grinder Armor. It's great. Alright, now it's for meltdown time. You know, because I just said this is the most important one, we'll just keep grinding that. If there's anything we do extra trips on, it should be that. Alright, what do we get? Not the correct one. Get another noon. At least it's the easy noon, so I'm not going to have to show off the difficult ones yet. That's great for me. Not maybe quite as entertaining, but... I can't argue. I can't complain. Okay. Just fill these rooms up again. Just gotta remember to walk in and walk out right away. There we go. If you stay in there, you know, bad. You can have some fun with the spiders pixel. We can ignore that, it's no big deal. We'll lose a little bit of energy, but no biggie. Schadenfreude's done. Grotham can just keep working on the Little Helper, that seems fine. It does seem like both the robots respond pretty well to repression, that's kind of interesting. Maybe we should just remember to use repression on robots. Maybe that's the rule. Repression does work on robots. I don't know. We've got enough energy that we can leave, but we're going to stick around a bit longer. Let's try some attachment down here. If you get frozen, well, you know, that's what you get. I feel like we need better attachment scores, and then we can just do this reliably. But we have not been terribly successful so far. That was not a sword down kiss, though. You're fine. If you're watching the animation, you can tell whether or not you got it, I think. Well, I've been sending Grotham in here a lot. I'll go in once. We do have enough points for another armor. This is great. If we can get all the armor and weapons in one day, that'll be awesome. Keep training up. We sent in Jelka quite a lot. Let's send in Fella. The more people that have level 5 stats, the better, obviously. Next trick. You know, I wasn't even thinking about it. This is how chat could have killed me. If I'd sent in one more work, we would have triggered the Violet Noon, and everyone would have died. So, you know, that's how close it was to a base death. Not 100%. If you're in a workroom, you would have lived, but we would have had 3 people out of 15 or something. Alright, we're going to do this with 2 groups. Little Helper has escaped. What? How come when I work it, he escapes? Violet Noon. You'll see in just a second. As soon as we suppress the robot, and we've got a pretty good setup here. All right, get in there, boys. Everybody in. Don't let it get up. Alright, good. Alright, so, now for our second ordeal. I know it's been a while since we've done a noon ordeal because I've been kind of ignoring them. And generally you have enough energy to end the day beforehand if you want. I know, I did a great job repressing the stupid robot. Alright, let's group everybody up. We're gonna have 2 groups. I'm pretty sure Violet Noon, we can handle 2 Cthulhus at a time. We can just call them Cthulhus. They're not exactly, but it's close enough. And if you ever get to Violet Midnight, you'll see the full deal. We're still just seeing little parts. Okay, we're going to open this up with someone that's relatively weak, like the new guy, Daubry, can just go work with the giant tentacle spider. This is also probably Robert's favorite tentacle monster. Favorite abnormality is the tentacle monster from space. Alright, so this is it. I know I've shown this a couple times, but if you haven't watched earlier, the rooms that flash red and get a little health bar of a monster mean squoosh, everybody inside is dead. That's why we're hiding out in the elevators. But after they land, they're not that bad. They are heh class, so don't take them too lightly. But the tentacles aren't that bad. It's really the squishing that's the problem. And if you leave them alone for too long, they do break out some abnormalities from your facility, so you can't ignore them. But I think with our current team setup, we'll be able to destroy them all before any real danger. I mean, the bird might get out. The little purple flash means they're trying to damage or reduce... Hey, look! They reduced the countdown on the right thing. And also the wrong thing. Okay, so with that, because noon was our maximum ordeal at this phase in the game, there is no way that we'll see another more dangerous ordeal, so we can play as long as we want. Remembering, of course, that we still need to not have anyone die, and we still need to suppress one more abnormality, which will be this once it finally breaks out. But every cycle now, more units will have a meltdown, which means it's more and more likely that this triggers. So that's kind of how long we'll go for. Also, you never know when Little Helper will escape, apparently. I'm a little bit worried about sending people in to work on this thing. Come on, Jelka, don't get frozen. We'll do some noob work up here for the lobies. The Roomba, yeah, the Death Roomba does like to escape. Punishing Bird has escaped. Alright, Turkey, you're the new fella. He's trained you well, I hope. There you go, just take it. There you go, look at that. Training exercise completed. Oh, that was a neutral over there. Should be careful if I send Jelka back in there, because he might have been kissed. Got a good success over there by Grotham. He's been doing real swell on Little Helper. Okay, we got all the armor. If we can get to 50 more points, which would take a lot more grinding, we can get the cool white buzzsaw as well. Okay, so we're gonna send Jelka, or no, that was Jelka. We'll send Jelka up this time, and then we'll send Fella down. Neutral? If I say neutral, I probably mean neutral results. The normal result, yellow. There's a fair bit of delay even on ultra low latency, so if I'm not answering the question correctly, then it's just that I've forgotten what I said 30 seconds ago. Alright, so we're gonna get 7 meltdowns. I'm sure we can handle it, it's no big deal. It's great for training when you start getting this late in the game. You get an awful lot of work. Alright, it of course skipped the one I wanted and hit the stupid tree. Ugh, stupid tree. And of course the spiders, and the death room, and the probably gonna turn fella into ice. We haven't used Beauty much. She is currently damaged, so we don't want to do repression. But we can send the lobies over to just be gentle. Pretty much everything. We're being super efficient sending like every single facility at the same time. Let's go all in. Anybody else not working? Still got 2 people without a job. In there. This is totally silly, but, you know, why not, right? Alright, every single employee gets a job. Go for it. Gotta make sure I take person out of here. You want to see the tree? I don't really want to see the tree anymore. It's caused us enough trouble. Alright, get out of there. Look at that. Tree! We got a good result! You think that's good? It's not good. That's bad. Tree is now in bloom. Fragment. Supposed to be breaking out. Alright. 9... Oh, wait. I have to redo Punishing Bird. Gotta see the HR spiders. VP of Human Relations. Mama Spider. Yeah, that's great. This whole base is run by spiders. Well, you can get a day off, but it requires asking Spider Bud for permission, and no one will go in there to ask. You can totally get a day off. You just have to go ask her. All right, for sure. 9 meltdowns. One of them will be fragment, right? There's no way. There's no way this one gets skipped. We've got 4, 8, 12, 14 rooms. 9 out of 14, 9 chances out of 14. Twice in a row, actually. And the other one was 7 or something. We still haven't hit it. It's great for training, less great for ending this episode in a reasonable time. Alright, fella, get in there. One of the newbies can work on a healed up beauty. Turkey can go over. The Snow Queen, I mean, Rides has got a pretty good odds there. Surely he won't be frozen. Someone's gonna have to go appease Spider Mom. The dog needs feeding. The Forsaken Murderer needs some attention. Why not? I guess I'll handle it. And someone should go turn off this room. At least the tree didn't go off. You know, that's something. Is that everybody again? Might as well be efficient and just send everybody. I got 1 person free. Jelka. Well, I'm not sending you to the tree. Jelka, you can go hang out with 1 Sin. 1 Sin's cool. Alright. The only thing I have to watch very closely would be the results on the Snow Queen and getting out of here quickly. That is true, Rides. The spiders only grant 1 day off work. And you can't really move a lot. You gotta hang tight. Getting some good energy out of this. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll try with 10. And surely the thing will get out so I can complete my quest and end my day. Alright. More suppression. More fun with Snow Queen. What did I say? 4, 1, 2. We should start with the high rank ones. Repression. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more. So we'll send someone to hang out with the spiders. Why not? You'll have fun throwing them. Alright, that's everybody in there. Don't look at the Schadenfreude. Keep an eye on the Snow Queen. Looks like this worked just fine, Mr. Fella. He actually got it perfect. You're showing off Rides there a little bit. The original Queen Slayer. Okay. So, 10 rooms will melt down. Don't tell me the odds of us missing this thing again. Yes! I now need to not send anyone to it, and it will guaranteed escape. Also, the tree is going to try to eat someone. Great! Superb, in fact. Alright, so ignore that one. I didn't send anyone to the queen yet, alright. Brides, you've got a very high success rate. That's a good start, right? But what I really want is for you to raise your temperance. We'll send Fella again. Fella was really successful last time, so we'll trust in him. Work, 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 work. We'll have to resend to the bird. The tree is going to break out unless we get a normal. So we could try to get a neutral result here rather than a high or a low. We'll see if Pixel can pull that off, maybe. But we probably need to keep an eye on the tree because it's going to eat somebody. And we can't watch Schadenfreude, so we're going to put the camera right about here. We're going to send some to Punishing Bird once that's done, although it probably will just break out. And keep an eye on this number down there. And then eventually this will break out and we'll kill it, and that'll be the end of the day. Excellent. Come on, stop being so successful, Pixel. So if we get a good here, there's definitely going to be the tree captivating aspect. Which is always fun. Right in the middle of a breakout. Oh, actually, we got a neutral. Oh, we got pretty lucky there. So if you remember, good means counter, panic means counter, and once the counter hits, it sucks in employees. So, nice. That worked out really well. It's hard to guarantee you'll ever get a neutral result, so. Spiders are appeased. Bird needs some more appeasement. Daubry, get on in there. Ooh, we did really bad with... I sent one of the Lobies over there to deal with Beauty. But it looks like Jean survived. Some days, being average is better than being amazing. I gotta tell you, if you're working this facility, amazing is not always the right option. Just blend in with the crowd sometimes. Alright, everyone's ready. This thing's gonna escape. It's not gonna be able to kill anybody. Are you aware this is just odd. Are you aware the fragment of the universe has escaped? If not, your ability as a manager should be questioned. Look, do you think I care about that janitor? They actually ran away to survive. That's the smartest janitor I've ever seen. In the game. In real life, janitors are perfectly reasonable professionals. Let's not smash a profession that probably employs like 5% of the workforce. Alright, that's one less monster. We are good. Nobody is dead. We have succeeded. We've spent... We could... Oh, I need more energy. We're not quite done. We need 60 more energy. But we're almost there. Alright. We'll do some easy repression. No risk gambles. Very high rewards. We've had great success on that. 3 probably won't be enough. 4... 5. This thing's healed, so we can do the repression training a little bit. 6. That should be enough. And that's probably all we can do until we get another meltdown. Assuming I can count. And we get about 10 per work at least, so 6 should be good. That's what I get also for not stopping the meltdowns. You do lose a fair bit of energy. All right, we got right to the edge. Hopefully we get enough money or energy. If you get another good down here, that'd be great. Mr. Rides. There we go. Work completed. Excellent. So, you know, we could have kept going, but at this point, see, again, just to stress, you won't be able to do this for much longer. The noon ordeal, with the violet things, would have been followed up by a dusk ordeal by now, probably by day 7 or so. The dusk ordeal would have stopped us. We would have either been killed or had to end early. And then by the time you get to day 8 or 9, the midnight ordeal hits, and that would definitely kill us. I think by day 10, cycle 10, guaranteed you get the midnight ordeal, I believe. So there's just, right now, there's no real maximum, so you can keep going. But eventually you'll have a midnight that will be a hard cap until you're very late game. So it's nice to get some of these quests done early because you can sort of farm it. But later on, this is not an option, so at that point, you better hope you're ready, because there's no grind available. Grinder Mark IV, it's all worn out. Also, speaking of grinder, we do get the awesome new buzzsaw. We have an S rank, 3 promotions, 9 lobotomy points. I don't know how this works. I mean, I assume 9 janitors were lobotomized, probably, is how that makes sense. I just spent an hour. These are going to be pretty long episodes. You know, for those of you future tubers watching along, I appreciate your dedication. I think strategy-based sims are kind of like that, though. You're not going to get short little 15, 20-minute videos, because... And to be honest, these missions are going to get longer, so I'm going to need to speed things up even more, or else we're going to start seeing 2-hour episodes. Anyway, just a quick overview of some stats. Not much for Blue. Bella got some nice upgrades. Not big upgrades, but we did get his justice up a fair ways. Jelka, pretty all-round... holy smokes, look at that. His justice went from 3 to 5, doubled again, 39 to 80. Like, now we're starting to see our justice stats catch up. Now, people are going to run around like madmen, and we won't have to wait so long. You know, this will sort of speed up the gameplay a bit. So that's good. It also means he attacks twice as fast, or so. I actually doubt it's twice as fast. The bonus to his attack speed is twice as much. I can't even read your name. I put too many in. I'm pretty sure that's Rides. I should have just called you Rides, because Rides with Queens takes up way too much space. So we get font size 1. 1 point font. How's this one compared? Oh, much stronger. We've had a much, much better opener. Worse in the sense that we don't have any WA or Aleph equipment available, but better in the sense that we don't have any WAs or Aleph monsters to kill us. So it's much more stable base, just we don't have the option, we don't have the chance to get better equipment yet. So hopefully we'll get some of those soon, like when I click next day. Because I think we're ready for a WA. I'm sure we are ready for a WA. Just got to get a good one. What do we got here? So yeah, good stat gains. Good job. Grotham went from level 3 to level 5 and 25 justice stats to 87 because of just working with that robot. Like, that's why I wanted the higher rank weapons, or the higher rank abnormalities. Look how much easier it is to train your stats up. That's great. So the lobies that are just working around with the weak abnormalities, don't worry. As more of my high-level employees start hitting level 5s, they won't have much reason to train, so they'll just kind of be on guard duty, and we'll have more room for the lower-level employees to take up those spots, and, well, it's not like you'll be fully on guard duty. There'll be new things to do. But anyway, we can start moving the lobies into those positions to deal with the HE ranks. But yeah, some pretty good stat gains. That was probably the most total stats in a single day we've ever got, and yeah, it took a long time, but I think that was worth it. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't edit a name in-game, Rides. I didn't... Once you've been named, it's stuck like that. I just mean, in the future, when I'm selecting chat names, I have to remember not to go over, I don't know, probably 10 characters or so, because the game just auto-shrinks it to ridiculously small. That sounds great. It can enter any hole of your body. Uh-huh. Oh, the Big Bad Wolf! I haven't ever had that one, but I have had Little Red Riding Hood. So I knew that that was in. I did not like having Little Red Riding Hood. That was bad. She was no fun. I assume the Big Bad Wolf is also bad. I kind of think I know what this is, and a hell no if it is what I think it is. Also, this doesn't come up very often, but the circular ones are backer-suggested abnormalities. So, like a Kickstarter reward, they get user submitted. They tend to have less, like, you know, the translation for the stories aren't great. These ones tend to have slightly worse translations, I think because they got added in even later into the development cycle. Whereas the regular ones were planned by the developers earlier. So they might be translated better. Chat doesn't like the idea, at least Rides doesn't like that it can enter any hole of your body. I might have seen that one before, but I forget exactly. If it's the one I'm thinking it is, it would be a WA tier that's pretty dangerous. So there's that. If this is the one I'm thinking it is, we really don't want it. Like, super do not want it. I don't want to spoil things. But if it's got 2 wings and a fancy mask, that's a big no. And I think that's the one. I don't know what else blesses you. I've only seen one thing that blesses you, and it was bad. So bad. I don't want to end our run because we cannot, like, what I'm trying to say without super ruining things is I think this one would be an Aleph tier. And if it is that one, there's no way we can stop an Aleph tier. Period. We're just not ready for it. A WA, if this is WA, we could maybe survive. I don't actually know. I've never had the Big Bad Wolf. I've seen Little Red Riding Hood, and she was not very nice. She's supposed to have. I'm sure she has a special interaction with the Big Bad Wolf. So if we take him, we'll have the potential of seeing that combo, which might be interesting. I'm kind of leaning towards the wolf. I think chat's too scared of this one. If this one comes up again, though, we'll pick it. You only get one freebie. Because I think I know which one this is. And it's bad, but I think we could handle it. We're not scared of it. Robert wants it. That's true. We've got one chat that definitely likes it. Oh, 2 chats that like it. Oh, man. It's just Rides that doesn't want it. Oh. We're at a dangerous point in the game. I'm gonna give 1 pass for Rides. Because I'm a generous manager. But mostly because I've never seen this one for sure. And I think I've seen this one before. Primarily, if I've seen it before, I sort of have a little bit of advantage. So I sort of know what to do. Whereas if this is completely new to me, then it's more fair. So I'll go with that on that logic. And if we all die, we all die. I know I haven't earned your trust yet. I know how I should have represented myself as part of the system. Distrusting me would mean distrusting the company and the founder. I know what B planted in you, and I know how it surfaced upon you. But I chose to wait because I believe that a healthy relationship should be based on mutual trust. Machines like me must endure an infinite amount of time. Perhaps you could ignore what B said and concentrate on your job, except we know she lied to us. Instead, you kept on listening. I'm not specific. We've talked to him twice. Twice, guys. B has talked to us twice. And he showed us a thing that flashes red when you lie. If we believe him. I mean, maybe he was lying. And the thing just flashes red when it's sundown. Who knows? When she opens her eyes, it flashes red. Scary. Spooky. Perhaps it's my job to purge. She's gonna kill us. We're dead! We're not dead yet. You talk to him all the time. I've talked to him twice. Thank you very much. No, all the time. When I close my eyes, I feel like I'm in a different world. I have to be careful not to cross his voiceover with your songs. I belonged to a different world once. I once worked hard to save people, you know. But I'm here now. What is the meaning of saving someone's life only to see the person die the next day? What is the point of delaying the inevitable? The people here have no future. You know, those little things called plans. Making money, finding love, getting married, having kids. Do you know how it feels playing Russian roulette every day? Like, yeah, we've had 17, 16 days of it. Plus Angela's gonna kill us. Watching other die is a pain. Surviving is pain. Life is pain. You're all lemmings. Speaking of lemmings, we get a beer machine. It's like the only thing that... He's a robot. You are a robot. You're an artificial intelligence. You can't tell me that you can get intoxicated off of alcohol. Stop it. I guess you can give... We don't want intoxicated employees. Look, we barely survived against the little robot killing machine. If everyone's drunk, they're not going to be able to shoot it. Fine. Have your friggin' beer vending machines. When you all die, I'm going to laugh. Manager, please. You're a better person than Netzak here. Am I? You're going to kill me, so I might as well have a good time. What's wrong with you? I'm just trying to improve the welfare of... See, he doesn't even drink. It's for the employees. He's a machine. Yeah, ignore me all you want. How typical. I said I'd do it. Don't listen to Angela. Finish a day without panicking. Oh man, this is a great day to get a new, dangerous, big bad wolf. Don't get panicked, guys, or you fail your quest. The mission is the beer vending machine. What's more important than keeping them alive is keeping them sane. If you lose sanity, you're permanently damaged. Well, I think we've had a couple employees go crazy where we had to smack them with the tree fan to make them become less insane. It's more difficult to maintain sanity than keeping them alive. Yeah, maybe. Alright, and we finished her quest, too. Is it true, Tiffany? You just wanted some aspirin. But you lied. What lies? I never lie to you. You always lie to us when we are vulnerable. Nobody wants your counseling. You can't help us. You just used us so you could feel better, robot. She's a friggin' robot. Why are you having this discussion? That's not true. You are a Sapphira. You damn well know what awaits us at the end of the line. Feeding your ego. What kind of AI has an ego? Sorry. You're hopelessly... Look, if she was actually a 17-year-old anime girl that was working in a facility like this makes more sense. But she's not a 17-year-old anime girl. She's an AI. No. Everyone's gonna die. I want to be a... Well, that's impossible because you're a robot. For what? Come on, anime robot. You can't be a good person. Alright. So, now we need to dispatch 5 level 5 employees. That's not bad. We probably have 3 or 4 by now. You didn't choose the thing that can go in all levels. Yeah. Next time. I did say if it comes up again, I'll pick it on the second try. Thanks to your excellent leadership, you've got better employees. Hooray. Alright, we'll continue to expand. Oof, this is going to be a long episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Those of you watching in the future, my future tubers, thanks for hanging out. Oh look, we got an upgrade. These are good stuff. This is good stuff. So we can increase our HP regen, our SP regen, or heal even when there's an abnormality in the regenerator. This one is probably the most useful. Speed is nice, but this means if we lure an abnormality into one of these rooms and we can just barely survive it, then we can continue to get healed slowly while we're fighting it. It is really good, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. These ones are nice, and I think they stack. So, like, healing faster while you're in the room with the monster is great, but let's make sure we heal at all first, and then we'll worry about those. But these are really good upgrades, like, no doubt about it. And we get the office workers. Hooray! The janitors did some push-ups. It probably just gives them a little bit more HP or something. Alright, we have got ourselves a Wah tier, our first Wah. It's a wolf. And we will find out about the wolf in the next episode in the future. So, future tubers, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.